the movie that won't die, like one of the zombies that I've reanimated. It's been a strange blessing. I never would have thought it. I'm not prescient. I didn't think so at the time that it would that this movie would not just have legs, but would be a millipede of legs. I mean, every generation and every new technical format of display that comes out, it just keeps garnering more and more fans. It has a strange ability to bypass the limitations of time.
You killed him.
No, I did not. I gave him life.
Mine.
You know, in large part, the success of Lord of the Rings made everybody kind of say, what else has this guy done? And they sort of rediscovered this gem. I mean, it's chock full of just really incredible images and performance. So imaginative and clever. And it's one of the things about the movie is it's somewhat timeless. It could be now. No one is running around looking at computer screens or picking up their cell phones in order to further the plot. It's very organic. Thank God it was before CGI. Otherwise, they would have been tempted to do some really bad CGI. It's all sort of just on-set practical sort of gags and clever editing, and it gives it a legitimacy that helps it to hold up. Thankfully, its own quality that people just really appreciate it, and it just flies. I mean, it's a short little sassy movie, and Stuart really understands plot and character, and he really cranked that one out of the park. Wait.
First time at the El Royale?
You have the option to stay in either California or Nevada.
Always wanted to
Craft.
stay
I moved to California a month after the riots, which was really fun.
What are you doing out here?
I got a job singing in Reno tomorrow. Don't pay nothing, but singing.
It's a little too quiet in here. It gives me the willies.
You're just too good to be true.
Sir,
Can't take my eyes off you.
we have a problem.
You'd be like heaven to
You watching me?
I only watch who they tell me to watch.
Who's they?
so.
Management.
You think you could just take what's mine? I wouldn't come a hunting.
No, I figured you would, but I'd be ready when you did. Are you lost, Father?
Can I confess something to you? I'm not really a priest.
It's a game. It all starts with a simple choice. Would you mind opening the door?
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Which side are you on? Right, wrong, God or no God? Red or black?
done horrible things.
So's everybody. Shit happens. Get the whiskey.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
I think they were flying back from Phoenix. And John called me one morning and he said, why don't you meet me at the airport when we come in?
The tour had not gone well. There had been constant shouts from the crowd of "Where's Michelle?"
I know it's hard for you, my baby, because it's hard.
And John got into the limo with me. And I knew right then that whatever had happened, I had been forgiven for. And that I knew then, without a word being spoken, that I was back in the group. And that was that.
The thing about West that you get from Lovecraft's story, and I tried to get in the movie, is that this is a guy who only wants to do one thing. His entire life is dedicated to bringing the dead back to life. And conquering death, I guess is what you'd say, which is a wonderful dream. You know, it's one of those things that doctors have been trying to do forever.
It was too large.
You killed him.
No, I did not. I gave him life.
And there are doctors I found out that are actually working on, serums very similar to Herbert West, in real life.
We can defeat death.
Reagent.
Obsessed. Totally obsessed, linear, no diversion from his appointed goal in life, which is the highest goal that anyone should attain, which is the creation of life.
Magnificent.
Appreciate that, whether they want to admit it or not. There is something admirable about someone who will not stop.
I will be famous.
Not for real.
Look, I know this isn't gonna make any sense. Stop global warming? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You sneaky little biatch. Happy birthday.
I've already lived through this day. He's gonna kill me tonight.
Friday nights this summer. Take a trip to Chiller's Summer Gap.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Our candiest movie.
Witches! Yeah?
In a Chiller triple feature.
It's showtime.
That elevator's haunted.
Starting at 8 p.m.
My cousin Andrew, what's your opinion? I'll beat it out of you.
Chiller's Summer Gap. Friday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I'm cold.
It's not cold. Just come to me. I'll keep you warm, I promise.
Fine.
Dolls. You'll never
Be famous.
Dolls, puppets, soldiers, ballerinas.
I think it's great. However people get a chance to see them, the important thing is that they do see them. And sometimes, it takes a while for them to hear about it or whatever. I mean, it would be nice if, had a big studio behind it, like Blumhouse or something like that. Where you could get a big, 1800 theater release and...
Yes.
A ton of films that are just sitting there waiting for him to release or not release.
I've never done whole parts.
As I said, the important thing is that people see them, and it doesn't matter how they see them, whether it's video on demand or whatever, streaming, Netflix, well, Full Moon, the only film that I think that they have been, well, there's actually two films of mine that they have. One is Castle Freak.
Stuart Gordon, the director of Fortress, The Pit and the Pendulum, and Re-Animator, takes you into the dungeons of Castle Dorsino. Now an American family
Welcome to Castle Riley, lady.
will inherit a legacy of evil.
They say the castle is haunted.
And a master of modern horror will unleash his most terrifying creation. Stuart Gordon's Castle Freak.
There's somebody else here! There's somebody in the castle!
We want you to search the castle. Giorgio Dorsino. He was never buried. She kept him alive. He's here somewhere in the castle. There was a madman in there, but my family is in danger.
Re-Animators Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton in Stuart Gordon's Castle Freak.
Herbert West is at the top of his class in medical school.
How can you teach such drivel? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance.
He's brilliant, but a little weird.
I've broken the 6 to 12 minute barrier. I've conquered brain death.
His experiments have always been unorthodox.
It was dead.
But lately they're getting out of hand. And he's just made a discovery that could wake up the dead.
Herbert West has affected reanimation in dead animal tissue.
What are you thinking? How do you feel? You?
15 cc's of reagent being administered.
Once you wake up the dead, you've got a real mess on your hands.
Dead? Not anymore.
Herbert West brought a lot of dead people back to life, and not one of them showed any appreciation. H.P. Lovecraft's classic tale of horror, Re-Animator.
Mr. West. You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head get a job in a sideshow?
It will scare you to pieces.